Hello dear children, very good morning. We are learning the chapter The Fundamental Unit of Life. In the previous class, we have learned what is cell, the discovery of cell, and what is the structure of cell, and different kinds of cells, and what is its functions, and how the division of labor works in the human body. We have learned. As I told in the previous class, every cell has mainly of three features, right? One is plasma membrane, second one is nucleus, and third one is a cytoplasm, right? So today we are going to study about all these structures in detail. Firstly, we are going to study about plasma membrane. Here you can see the plasma membrane. It is the outer covering of a cell, right? So this is the outermost covering of the cell that separate the contents of the cell from its external environment. Students, so this plasma membrane outer covering, so this prevents the which separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. Okay, this help entry and exit of some of the components, so between the environment and the cell. So it also prevents the movement of some other materials, like it will not allow all the materials inside. It sends only necessary substances into the cell, and it also can exit some of the substances that cell don't want. And the cell membrane therefore called as selectively permeable membrane. So we call plasma membrane as a selectively permeable membrane. Why? Because so this prevents the movement of some substances and allows only necessary substances into the cell. So that's why this plasma membrane or cell membrane, we call it as selectively permeable or selectively permeable membrane. So how does the movement of substances takes place into the cell? How do substances move out of the cell? So let us study in detail. Students, this is a small portion of a plasma membrane. So what you have seen there, so when you see under electron microscope, you can see structures like this. So one layer of plasma membrane looks like this. So it is made up of fats, proteins, and glucose molecules like this. So this is the portion of plasma membrane. So now let us see how the movement of substances takes place from the cell and the environment. For example, take carbon dioxide or oxygen. So some substances like carbon dioxide and oxygen can move across the cell membrane by a process called as diffusion. You know what is diffusion, right? The movement of substances from higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Here in the cell, if the carbon dioxide concentration is more, means it has to go out, and the cell, if the cell needs oxygen, means it has to come into the cell. So here carbon dioxide and oxygen can move across the cell membrane by a process called diffusion. We have studied the process of diffusion in the earlier chapters. We saw that there is a spontaneous movement of substances from region of higher concentration to a region where its concentration is low. So here in the picture you can see here. See here the concentration is more here, right? The concentration more here, and here we have a less concentration. Okay. So what happens? Like the molecules will move from higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. So then unless and until it become equilibrium. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Here there is a high concentration in the external environment. Concentration is high. In the cell there is a low concentration. So the molecules or the substances will enter into the cell and it will make it equilibrium. So students, the diffusion nothing but movement of substances from region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. So something similar to this happen in cells. For example, some substances like carbon dioxide, which is cellular waste, right? So that requires to be excreted out by the cell. So which is accumulated high concentration inside the cell. Inside the cell ಜಾಸ್ತಿ concentration ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so it has to be excreted out. So the concentration of CO2 is low in the environment compared to the inside the cell, right? As soon as there is a difference in the concentration of carbon dioxide inside and outside the cell, so carbon dioxide move out of the cell from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Similarly, oxygen enter the cell by the process of diffusion when the level or concentration of oxygen inside the cell decreases. Consider ಇವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ cell to the inside the cell will enter. Okay, inside the cell it decreased. So thus diffusion plays a very important role in gaseous exchange between the cells as well as the cell and its external environment. So here this membrane acts very importantly. So and this, in the same way, water also obeys the same law of diffusion. The movement of water molecules through such a selectively permeable membrane. So what is meant by selectively permeable membrane in the sense? So here what you are seeing. So this is selectively permeable membrane. So this membrane is called a selectively permeable. It allows only some substances inside and it gives out only few substances out of the cell. So this is very important. That's why we call it as plasma membrane as a selectively permeable. So here, as I told, water also plays very important role. The movement of water molecules through such a selectively permeable membrane, we call it as osmosis. So diffusion, it will be taking place for gases, especially for gases it will be taking place diffusion from region of higher concentration to a lower concentration. Even though there is cell membrane is present or absent, it happens. But for osmosis, permeable membrane is very much necessary. Osmosis takes place only through semi-permeable membrane. So the movement of water across the plasma membrane is also affected by the amount of substances dissolved in it. Okay, thus the osmosis is the passage of water from a region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration through a selectively permeable membrane. Okay, it is very important. The movement of substances or the passage of water from the region of higher concentration through a selectively permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration till equilibrium is reached. Equilibrium means both outside the environment and inside the cell, it must be in a same rate. So then we call it as a osmosis. This is the difference between diffusion and osmosis.